your family, dude.
My family sucks.
They are milking you. You cannot do this anymore. I am so sad and sorry for you.
It sucks.
It does.
Because I look at my and I'm like, dude, I'm not making any progress.
The only way for it to stop is you saying no.
Hi, I'm Aria. I'm 23. I'm from Houston, Texas, and this is Financial Audit.
She zoomed through that intro. What do you do for a living?
I work for HEB as a seafood lead. Basically, I sell fish all day and tell people what to do.
That's stinky, but
it's stinky, actually.
Is it a good job? How much are you making right now?
I'm making around $21.50.
Okay.
Just got a raise.
Not bad. I mean,
not
23.
Terrible.
How many hours a week are we working?
I work full time. 40.
So 40. Okay. Very
Sometimes 38, but usually 40.
Okay. So what would you say you're bringing in on a monthly basis net into your pockets and hands?
Maybe like, I don't know. I'm not good at math. 2,500?
Okay. A lot of people, I've seen people get upset. Like, how do these people not know how much money they're making? Blah, 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 blah. I think this is just the average American, because I swear we just have just.
I don't check my pay stub.
That's a question. You're bubbly. Okay, that's fun. So how do you not know what comes in exactly?
Well,
because don't you have to budget off of that?
Well, what I do is I like take my paycheck, right? So I know like I'll bring in like a little bit under than $700 a week. So I'll take all my expenses and I'll have that deposited into one bank account, and then I have my spending money. So I get like $470 in one account, and then I get like $200 and something in another one.
Okay, so what was your guess again of what comes in net?
Like maybe $700?
No, a month.
Oh, 24?
Okay.
Or
we're not terribly far off. So what came in this last month was $2,760. Does that sound about right to you?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Well, it sounds pretty good. Does that sound about average?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, of course, I know your financial situation, but what would you just say is going on? What's your life?
Man, I spend way too much money. I just put my card down. No thoughts, no hesitations. If I like it, I love it. I'm there.
Wonderful. Why haven't you changed that if you literally are able to self-diagnose?
What do you mean? Oh, because I don't know. I'm very impulsive.
What am I going to be able to change?
Maybe something? Maybe give me actually a broader perspective.
What are you looking for here?
Well, truly the real thing is that I really want to buy a house eventually, and I want to have a better credit score and not be spending so much on my credit cards.
Credit score. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll talk about that situation. Give yourself a score. 0 to 10.
0 to 10, I would say I'm a 5.
So you think you're literally like straight down the middle doing solid?
Yeah. I think I'm pretty all right. I'm never late on any of my bills. Everything's always paid, except for my credit cards. I be spending a lot.
And you think that doesn't qualify as a hit against you? Your finances. Yeah, I do everything pretty okay, except for my credit cards.
Well, my credit cards are always paid.
Your minimum monthlies, not paid off.
No, they're not paid off.
Let's be very clear with our words. Okay, and you think you're just solid. You think you're solid. You think you're doing just
No, I'm not. I'm
good.
Definitely not doing good. Like, it's definitely not the best.
Right down. Okay. You are naturally very smiley, and that is an okay thing.
That's why I make so much in my job. People love me.
No, I can see how you're a great person. I just want to make sure this conversation is good. So,
No, I'm listening. I really am listening.
Good. Make sure you're being nice to her in the comments below.
Because I know that you're very strict and you mean it with love.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm the one who gets to be Caleb Springer, and we'll have some fun with you in the thumbnail and title, but be nice. She's brave enough to come on here. You're not. So be nice. And you can get your Hammer Financial Score for free. Link in the description below. So you give yourself a 5 out of 10. That makes absolutely no sense to me, because we'll talk about the first document. So my producer says that you told him that you have a little bit of a shopping addiction, which these statements would certainly indicate as much.
Yeah, I love to go shopping.
What do you mean by shopping? Like going and just eating and everything? I
like going and trying stuff on and seeing if I like it. And if I like it and I love it, I'm buying it.
But it's not just that. It's you going out to eat every second of your life.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely going out to eat. I love it.
Well, is this fast food?
Well, fast food and going out.
Experience.
And going out like to little restaurants with my friends, yapping, having a good time.
Okay.
Not thinking about the consequences.
Lovely and smiling. Cope. Just cope. Be nice. People just think like you're not taking it seriously. I know this is just your personality.
I'm just excited.
You want to take something seriously though. I want to take this seriously. This first thing that's on here because this is some Capital One Venture.
My venture is my highest for sure.
Yeah. It better be because it's sitting at $4,820.26. Loving shopping, that's okay. That's not an absolutely terrible crime against humanity by any means. But your balance was at $4,978. You put a $600 payment towards it, which I would be like, awesome, we're making progress. But then even though we're losing $124.32 in interest, you go and spend $317.11 on it. Does that make sense if interest is just being accrued? When it's just, you're just kicking the can down the road, it's going to take longer and longer to pay this off. You're putting purchases on there. And these purchases weren't important purchases. No. These are purchases. So why are you putting them on a card that you're not able to fully pay off that is taking interest from you?
Because I don't really have the money on my debit card, so I'm just like...
Fun fact, guess what? What happens, by the way? If we don't have money to pay for something, what do? What happens? What does that mean?
That I can use my credit card.
Oh, it means that we just can't afford it.
Oh.
That's what it means. Like, simply put, if you do not have the money to be able to purchase something, you cannot afford it.
But I want it.
Okay, I don't give a I mean, that's the conversation right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I want it. Okay, shut the and stop being a child. I don't give a What?
I don't know. I just, whenever I see something and I really want to have it, I just buy it. Like,
yeah, no, but we can't do that. I know that's what you want, but is there no self-control? Have you no maturity at all whatsoever? Are you still 16?
Kinda, maybe.
Okay, that's not good. Then we're not going to be able to. I can't help you then. If you're mentally a child and you're incapable of telling yourself no,
Well, I can tell myself no a little bit.
A little bit. What is a little bit? Because if this is considered a little bit of you telling yourself no, then
like if it's like really frivolous, like it's like say it's a dress I'm saying, and it's like $600, I'm not gonna go outside my car.
So it's a big budget item that's bad for you. But if we get all these little items that add up to just this amount, it's okay. Just the same amount.
No,
is that how your brain works though?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's just a little purchase.
I tell myself it's just like a little treat. Like it's not serious.
Little treat. Do treats make us like drown in poverty? Is that what treats are? This isn't a treat. This is like terrible.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, no, I know I'm being a little cranky, but I mean those words that you're using and that sentiment that you had. That's very upsetting because this is like, what the I do? But we will try. I hope this is the wake-up call that you need. See, CC's Pizza. Like, you're not even, like, getting things that have flavor. You're just getting... It
wasn't
like,
friends. I didn't really want to go to
CC's.
And
your friends want to go to CC's
I did not really want to go to CC's.
Are you sure you want to be their friends if they want to go to CC's Pizza?
She said she had a coupon for herself. She said,
coupon? It's already $5.
I don't know, dude. We went because they wanted to go.
When I discovered I was being charged every month for a subscription I hadn't used in ages, it felt like throwing money down the drain. If that sounds familiar, today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is here to help. Rocket Money isn't just a personal finance app, it's a lifesaver. With Rocket Money, you can say goodbye to unwanted subscriptions, lower your bills effortlessly, and manage your money like a pro. One feature I personally love is the ability to cancel unwanted subscriptions with just a couple of taps. It has saved me hours of hassle and hundreds of dollars annually. Plus, lowering bills has never been easier. Simply upload a photo of your bill and Rocket Money negotiates on your behalf. You can track your spending, set up smart budgets, and even automate your savings. And don't worry about privacy. Rocket Money has a feature to scramble your data for added security. So, if you're ready to take control of your finances, sign up for Rocket Money today through the link in the description below to start your free trial. Trust me, you won't regret it. Try Rocket Money for free or unlock even more features with premium at rocketmoney.com/Caleb. Why do you think it's okay to make these purchases that we're about to go through? I want to know in your brain, why do you think
for my venture, like it's like, Iron Mile.
The purchases that you cannot afford anyway.
Oh.
Regardless.
Well, because I still want to go out and have a good time. And it's like, I mean, well, technically I can go. I'll just have to pay it later. but I don't fully pay it later.
So that's why you think it's okay? That's your mentality right there? That summarizes you. I'm letting you speak your word here.
Like in what way?
Like I want to know what you think. Like your thoughts behind it when you choose to go
whenever I go out, like I don't think about it. I don't think about it. I just go and I have a good time without thinking, and I just let my car down. And then whenever I sit down later, I'm like, oh my gosh, I spent this on that. And I do regret it. I do regret it after. Like seeing that I owe $5,000 on my credit card does not feel good, because I know that's not the only thing I owe money on. And it makes me feel like but at the same time, it's like, would I have rather stayed home? No.
There's so many more options in between. What are you talking about? Okay. The fact is, you're holding a massive balance on this.
Yeah.
You're not fully paying it off. Interest is accruing and you're spending more on it. What does that mean? It's as simple as this. You are not a credit card person. You can't use credit cards. You can't.
So like, what do I do? I just like take it and I cut it and I pay it off and that's it?
Yeah, that sounds great.
No, I thought you were supposed to use credit cards. Well, probably not as much as I'm using it right now.
You've watched the show. Don't be dumb.
I'm not going to lie. I watched one episode.
That's ambitious.
And then I watched the clips on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
And I saw you roasting them. And I was like, you know what? It'd probably be fine. Get roasted myself. No.
It's ambitious to come after only seeing one episode in clips. That's fair enough. But
I follow credit card influencers on TikTok, and I see that they're opening a lot of credit cards, and I want to have a lot of credit cards too and have a high like limit. That way it kind of offsets what I've already been spending.
But you know those people, they pay them off every month, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the difference? Spot the difference in the picture, you versus them.
That I'm not getting paid to sponsor.
No.
That I'm not paying off my credit card.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. So if we are not following their advice, the people who are being successful at it, does that mean you can do it?
No.
Okay. So we cut them up. We burn them.
Burn them is crazy.
We never open a credit card again until you've proven to yourself through many different instances in your financial life that you can actually use them responsibly. You close the accounts. You pay them off. You learn how to budget like an adult. Sorry. Worked up. You learn how to budget. And then you prove to yourself through over the course of your financial future that you're able to manage your budget, stay within your budget, and manage your fund spending. And then we can talk about getting into a credit card again. And you can look at being at.
But I thought that closing your account was bad.
It's not going to be great for your score.
Aren't you supposed to have like a long credit history?
You're talking about for your score.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't give a single shit about your score. This is you. You're not taking advantage of it. It's taking advantage of you. That's something I've said like 100 times. You've only seen one episode, so fair enough. But it's what benefits do you think you are reaping from this system right now?
My miles. Well, for my venture.
Huh?
My miles.
It doesn't make any sense. You're losing. What are you talking about? It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. You're losing $124 a month in interest on this. Interest?
Interest? Okay, I didn't know. I didn't realize it was that much.
What?
I didn't read.
How do you use this? How do you watch the Oh, okay. I'm not necessarily against people making videos how to use credit cards. I think we're making one for Money Makes Sense, our educational channel. I'm not against that because it's okay to teach people how to use credit cards. But if it means people like you are going to go out there and not even know how much interest is accruing, that terrifies me. How do you only take a piece from the advice of the TikTok influencers that you're watching, then not listen to the important parts of how to not yourself? Pisses me off. That pisses me off. I'm not necessarily pissed at you because you're just ignorant to this.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just credit card stupid. That's fine. You're the vast majority of Americans. But also, you made the choice of just not listening to what they said and doing this responsibly as well. So I can't just put all the blame on them for making the videos. Can't put the blame all on you. There's a balance there, but there's certainly personal responsibility for sure in this. Your credit score, again, so the only thing you're reaping benefits from is any miles? You're not making it up with this.
Well, probably not.
No, you're not.
Okay, well, I'm not. But I also do want to still go out, hang out with friends.
Yeah. What? Yes. Well, I'm not against that. I'm not against that as a concept. Doesn't make sense when we can't afford to pay for it. Well, you said you said you wanted to get a house.
I do want to get a house.
No, you don't. Not with this. You're draining your accounts. You're not paying off your cards. You're just living in debt. You're barely surviving.
I am.
That is not being able to buy a house. What are you talking about? It's the most immature thing I've ever heard in my life. I'm getting worked up. That's okay. I don't know. I'm grumpy. I'm sorry. But that does not align with your financial situation at all.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. So what's more important? Going out with the girls, yapping, as you said.
My yapping?
Yeah, you're yapping. Or living in a house that you own.
The house.
Okay.
I would rather have the house. I would rather have the house.
Cool. Now, what makes you want to get a house so much?
Well, because I don't really want to be paying rent forever.
Sure.
So right now I live in an apartment and I also pay rent for my brother for him to live at his place. So because he can't work, so I'm paying both rents. I'm basically paying $1,300 in rent, and I don't really want to be paying that much in just rent. Like, I'd rather just have a house and have it be mine.
Okay, but to be clear, you know that you're likely going to take out a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. For the first half of that, most of the money is just going to be going to paying interest on the loan anyway. You're not going to be building much equity into the home. But real estate on average, what is it? 2 to 4% it increases across the nation in value. So you'll be getting that kind of equity on average. So there is that. But also at the same time, though this won't be the case forever, right now it's more affordable to rent than own a house if you were to buy a house today.
I have heard that. But at the same time,
from some of your influencers on TikTok?
Yeah, I have heard that it'd be better to buy than to rent. But it also is I hear both sides and both of them have their pros and cons, but I would also just really like to own and have a good backyard and have a little garden and have get-togethers at my house. And
getting a house, I mean, it's probably going to require a bit more income in that area. Is this what you want to do is this your career path?
What, HEB? Well, I definitely don't want to stay at HEB forever.
Okay, what's your intent then?
Well, I actually want to finish college. Because
you're in college?
I'm in college.
Oh, what do you study?
I'm also right now I've been working full time and I've also been getting my associate's degree in business.
Business, okay.
And then I do want to move on to getting my bachelor's in accounting. But it doesn't make or something. I just want to make good money.
No sense.
I want to make good money. I just want to make good money.
It's about money? You can't.
I want to make good money so that I don't have to deal with that.
You didn't know how much interest was accruing on your card.
I didn't.
Is this a comedy sketch? Like, that's hilarious. Like, I need you to do some stand-up. Tell that joke to the entire world. That's incredible. I don't know how much interest is on my card. I want to be an accountant. This is great.
Or something. I just want to do something that will make me good money.
Well, okay. First of all, that's not a bad concept. And I'm not against college. I talk about tech certifications too. Course career certifications are great. Trade school is great. There's a lot of good options. Wanting to make money is a good thing. But if you're making a lot of money in a career that you don't like, it's not going to have the longevity that will have a good return on investment over the course of an entire career, because you'll likely burn out and you'll just make probably less money over time unless you're incredibly disciplined and you just hate your life the whole time. So I need to make sure it's also
I already hate my job now, so.
Sure, but I mean, you're in the I'm in college working this other job type situation.
A little bit.
That's okay. We've all worked those jobs. So what do you want to do? Let's save the career conversation because we started getting the card and then we didn't. So again, Capital Venture Card, $4,820.26, and we have interest accruing of $124.32. Minimum monthly payment, insanity, $172. Death, crazy, kill me. Oh, what are we doing? Oh, that's right. I already labeled CC's cardboard. That's great. Tornado Burger.
That's a really good spot.
Like a vending machine maybe? Popeyes, Cabo Bob's, Shipley Donuts, Tornado Burger, Tea House, going to parking at some parks, smashed clay studio, tornado tacos. We go to tornado tacos and tornado burgers.
My brother asked me to go to tornado.
By the way, what?
Tornado taco? My younger brother, he loves going there. So
good for him. Tell him to get it himself. What? I don't give.
He has no job.
Okay, tell him to get a job.
What is this? A job.
Buddy, you can't afford this. I mean, it's as simple as you can't afford this. What does he do? How old is he?
He's 21.
Okay, I think he can get a job.
He can, but he also can't. He's autistic.
Okay. So's my producer.
I don't know. That's the way I justify it to myself, but he just refuses to get a job.
Sorry, he's not autistic. I thought. What the? I'm sorry. I thought he was.
No, my younger.
Autistic? Well, I thought you told me once you were autistic.
No.
Oh. Sorry. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. We'll talk about this more in the post show. I legitimately thought that you told me once that you were. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay. So let's clarify that he is not autistic. And it doesn't matter if he is. That's not
I know. He has the capacity to work.
Oh, okay.
He just refuses. And
sorry, no.
And I know I know that technically I'm enabling his behavior. And it sucks. But the last thing I want is for him to be homeless. And that's why, like, technically I know that if I had...
Does him working a job result in homelessness?
No, but like what I'm saying is like, so because I pay so much in rent, I pay $1,300 in rent, right? Technically, my rent itself is only $800. I spend the other $500 for his rent, so that he can have a place to live. Does that make sense? He's not
living at home with the fam?
No, it's just him, because everybody already moved out. Yeah.
Okay.
So I know that technically, if I had those extra $500, I probably wouldn't be in the situation. But unfortunately, it's like I have to be, because like I have no other choice, and I'm kind of a little bit emotional about it.
Okay. Can he work?
Technically, yes, but he refuses.
Okay, well that's different. That's enablement then. If he can work, and people with autism can work.
I know he can.
I know. And it might be a little different. He might have to find a career path that is more suitable to his needs.
It's just I don't know where he is, and then I don't know what
to
do.
Okay, well, okay. That becomes a really hard conversation because it leads to some tough love. The thing is, he has no incentive to do anything if you're buying his food, if you're paying for his living.
Yeah.
There's no reason for him to go work. What I would do personally, and this sucks because it does hurt and it will lead to an unfortunate family dynamic for a little bit, and it'll lead to an argument, and it hurts to see, but be like, okay, I got you for another month and a half while you're looking for another job. I got you for another...
He's never had a job.
Congratulations to him. No one has a job until they do.
True.
Everyone has a first job at some point. So he will start applying for work. It might just be a Mickey D's dropping fries in the oil.
You know, he tells me about Mickey D's that they don't make enough money. It makes no sense.
Okay, well, he makes $0, so it sounds like he needs to be on this show. That's what I tell him,
but he just refuses.
Okay. How high functioning is he?
Pretty high functioning. Pretty high functioning until he opens his mouth and says something inappropriate because he doesn't pick up social cues at all.
Okay. Well, as someone who's pretty bad at social cues, I resonate. But okay, again, he might have to land something that fits him a little more. But the thing is, if you continue enabling his bad behavior, and you can even pay your own bills, so it doesn't really make sense either way.
I know.
He will never have any incentive to get his first job. He could be 60 and you could be 63 or whatever the age gap is, 62. And he will still have not had his first job if you're just supporting him. What's he doing? Just playing video games all day? What's his thing?
Yeah, he's basically just playing video games all day.
Okay, so there you go. That doesn't make any sense. You are enabling his immaturity, his bad behavior. Again, mental health things, I get it. I resonate with it as someone with a panic disorder that f***s my life in multiple ways. I get it. doesn't mean he's incapable of living in society. There
I
are
know
some
that.
people that are.
I know that.
That's not him.
I see a ton of people at my job who
I need you to cut him off.
completely.
No, you say, I got you for another month and a half while you're applying to jobs. Now, this is the fun part. Don't let him watch this episode because this is what you're going to do. You're going to ask for proof that he's applying for jobs. If in a month and a half, he's applying for jobs like a full-time, like it's a full-time job applying to jobs, and he doesn't land anything, you'll continue to support him because you're seeing that he's at least applying to those jobs and getting them.
But what if he's just applying and then he's applying just to apply and he refuses?
To like interview and stuff?
Yeah.
Fair enough. No. You might have to be very... This is your money you're giving him. You are allowed to request being intrusive if he wants the money. And if he doesn't allow it, then you say, I'm done then. I'm done. It's your money. You're allowed to request what you want to see from him in order to get your money.
But then whenever I try to request anything from him, he just doesn't want to.
Okay, then we cut it off. Because then he has no choice. He has no choice. He will get the job. He will. So he wants to play video games all day, right?
He just wants to play video games.
Okay, he's not going to be able to play video games if he's on the street. So in order for him to continue that lifestyle, he will find a way to at least work his minimum. Or he'll go deeply in debt as well, but that will catch up to him at some point, and then he'll have to deal with it then. He is not your responsibility. Helping a loved one, absolutely. All about it. Someone falls on hard times and you're able to take care of them, do it. He's not someone who's fallen on hard times. You're enabling his bad behavior. Sorry, we keep getting distracted because we only made it halfway through this statement, and we can circle back on that as well after we get through the finances. But HEP is supposed to pay you, not you pay them. You go and get the drinks, you get the snacks, you get the fuse.
I probably do.
What are you getting? Some of the raw crab leg and just throwing them down? Like,
no.
Whatever. Like, because we're just like, I'm going to call these taquitos because that's what we call them here. But taquitos, Popeyes, taquitos, Wendy's, taquitos, Popeyes, taquitos. Some Mexican grill, some stadium thing, getting some concessions, some concessions. Huh?
I went to the rodeo. It was fun.
Was it fun?
Super fun.
Not being in debt is also fun.
Damn.
Congratulations. You've become one of the grilled on TikTok clips that you've seen.
Damn it. That's just one of them. But it's still bad.
Yeah, I mean, you're accruing interest on it and you're spending money. It doesn't make any sense. You literally almost paid it off, but then you were like, you know what I like more than paying it off and not having interest accrue? Accruing interest. And then you accrued interest by putting money on it. It makes no sense. The balance is only at $184.78. Pay that off today, cut up the card, never use it again. It's stupid. $25 minimum monthly payment. $176 of purchases. Car wash. I mean, come on. It's not snowing down here or anything.
I have a membership.
Cancel the membership.
Yeah.
Good. Glad we got to the bottom of that. That was pretty easy. Target, I don't know. You work at HEB, so I assume you're getting your groceries from HEB, right?
Yeah.
Why would you be going to Target? So we're getting Target in your example is not groceries. Be honest.
No.
Okay, what is it?
How much was it?
101 this time. This time.
I think I bought some bed sheets for my apartment.
Okay. Did you need them?
Yes.
You needed them?
Yes.
You did not have bed sheets?
I did not. Well, not now. I knew that fit my mattress. I bought a new mattress when I moved out.
What size was your mattress?
My old mattress is a full, but I got a queen now.
Okay, you could have survived with the full.
It didn't fit.
Huh?
I had already tried. It didn't fit.
What didn't fit?
The sheets.
No. The full? It didn't fit the full?
What? No. The full sheets didn't fit my queen mattress.
You could have survived on your full mattress until you got out of debt. It's a mattress that you fit on.
Oh, I did, but I wanted a new one.
Okay. We've talked about want. What's more important?
The needs.
Okay. All right. Huh. At least you're able to say it. This one's not as good, but this is just Capital One Classic. We are a Capital One addict over there, aren't we?
I love my Capital One cards.
Do you? They love you because you are giving them money.
I bet.
$324.83 on this one is owed. Minimum monthly payment $25. Made a minimum monthly payment, and then you purchased more than the minimum monthly payment by $12.84. Great off, and then interest accrued $8.16. Subscription and more Target, that was $30. Again, we know you don't get groceries from there.
That was probably me buying a shirt or something.
A what?
Me buying a shirt or something.
Did you not have any other shirts?
I did.
Oh, interesting. So that's all your credit cards. I need to know. Will you cut them up?
Physically cut them? Probably not. But
Why? We just went through it. Why?
Because I still want to keep them.
Why?
Like, I can put them away.
What? That doesn't change anything. Why? Why would you not be? So you don't actually care.
I do care.
No, you don't.
I do care.
No, you don't. You will put actions behind it if you care. To be clear, you do not give it. The only way for you to not spend on these credit cards, knowing your own behavior, knowing your own actions, is to prevent yourself from being allowed to use them. So you will not actually take the steps necessary to do this, will you?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Right now?
Congratulations. Welcome to the change your future zone.
Right now?
What do you think this means?
Oh my God. Fine. 1. I didn't think he was so serious about that.
This is serious. This is your fucking life. How could I not be serious? This isn't some joke. This isn't some like, oh, guess what? The cameras and lights are on us, guys. This is a big old fun happy time. This is like the remainder of your existence. The other one.
It's probably in my apartment.
Well, if you do this, you at least prove that you're making some steps. You might have to do some Gaussian.
There's no numbers
not
here.
Gaussian. Okay, cool. Point that at the.
Before you do that, are you okay with doing that?
I'm okay with doing it. It's okay. It's okay. Yes. I'll uninstall. I will pay it off and not use them.
Yes, and remove them from your Apple Wallet.
Oh no, I don't have them on Apple Wallet.
Okay.
They're just accessible through that.
You're gonna have to spend an hour or two later today changing automatic things over from this.
Oh.
Yes, this is real. This is real. No, this is real. If you're not willing to take this step,
taking a deep breath.
What's the point?
I can do it.
Okay, don't point the number part. There you go. Let's see it. Okay, that's a big moment. That's a big moment in your life.
This is big. I can't do this. I can do it. I can do it.
Physically, we're talking physically.
I can do it. I'm trying. I can't do it.
Well, these are like
this one is my pride and joy, my venture.
Oh, and you're yeah.
Yes.
Oh no, don't cut metal.
Why not? Nah, we can get more scissors.
I tried. I'm trying.
Bend it.
I can't.
Yeah.
It's done. Brother, you're cooked.
Flex into the camera. Flex. Look at her.
I can't.
I think it's unusable. It's unusable.
It's enough.
The chip might be usable, but
I'm not going to be.
Okay. I seriously want you to consider, not consider, I want you to close these accounts so that you cannot spend on them.
But my credit score isn't okay. Am I not supposed to have a good credit score to qualify for a house?
Qualify for a mortgage.
A mortgage.
I'll be honest. How much is in your retirement?
Nothing.
You are not at the buy a home stage. This is not going to impact you as much as you think because you're not purchasing a home in the next couple of years.
No, but I did want to soon.
If we're talking soon,
like 7 years.
I was thinking 8, so we're pretty close. That should be fine. Again, you holding credit card balances and accruing interest is going to weigh against your score anyway. Your credit card utilization is so bad that it's going to you when trying to apply for a mortgage. You have a car loan in here.
Yes.
Actually, that's the next one. And you are going to keep that, and that's going to help your credit.
Yes.
But
do you want to hear how I bought that car? The story?
Okay.
I actually when I bought that car, I financed it with Santander, and I financed it with Santander, and I had an 18% interest rate.
Okay.
At first. So.
But we're at 4.24 right now.
Yes.
Okay.
So I did refinance it. So give me a little props. But.
No, this is a great rate. So what I was thinking for this car is that, I would just minimum monthly payment on it because that is going to help your credit score. And with that will help your mortgage prospects. that cars were paying off as quick as possible. I would close them just because of a behavior thing. You're right. If it's perfect for mortgages, absolutely not. But it's more if you can't control yourself. You started the conversation with that. I want to go. I can't stop. Impulse. It is.
It is a very impulsive thing.
I need the Popeyes. I can't stop myself. Okay, if that is the case, then it is going to be doing you more damage than good having them open. It's as simple as that. What is the car?
It is a 2020 Chevy Equinox, my baby. I bought it for myself when I was 19.
You were very happy saying that, so you must love it.
Yeah, I love it. It's my baby. It's taken me everywhere.
Why does everyone give so much about their cars?
Well, it's because I was really proud of. I'm really so proud of it because I did it by myself. No one helped me purchase this vehicle.
Okay, cool.
Obviously, besides the bank, my mom didn't help me out with it. I did it by myself.
Okay,
that's why I'm so proud of it.
Fair enough. What's the minimum monthly payment?
$362.
Now tell me about this, because there's something going on here.
This is my sister's car that I financed with her because she didn't have any credit.
I thought you cared about getting a house.
This was when I was also 19.
Oh, this was 4 years ago?
I bought my car and her car within the same month. So the reason that this one hasn't been refinanced is because she doesn't want to work with me to refinance it.
Why?
But I bought it with...
Why? Why doesn't she? What has she said?
She's like, oh, I don't know. Oh, I'll have to ask. And I don't know. Like, she just is inconsistent with me.
Are you providing her anything?
I'm not providing her anything besides
Well, I wish there was like a lever you could pull.
Nope. I want to get rid of this car. I hate this car.
Have you given her like your honest thoughts? Like, hey, I need this off my credit.
Yes. She doesn't care.
Have you... Okay, so she's a person?
Kinda. She's very selfish.
Sounds like it. Have you sat her down with the resources and the path she would need to do to just handhold her all throughout?
Yep. I told her I can go with you.
This is why we don't do it, guys.
I told her I can go with you. We can go sit down. I'll sign off the title for you and everything. That way you can get at least anything's better than 20.61 interest.
This is why we don't co-sign with family or friends.
It is my biggest regret.
Yes, absolutely. Because let me see that. It's Wednesday. You need a free $20. Usually you get $5 for signing up for Acorns, but using my link in the description below, you get a free $20. There's no strings attached. Make your Wednesday better by getting a free $20 for signing up for an amazing platform in the link in the description below. I'm going to put this just slightly down because, again, I mean, it's your sister, but you're on it. It's currently at $8,680.79 with a 20.61% interest rate of insanity and death. Okay. The $354.99 minimum monthly payment. Cool. Is she at least, so she's not taking it seriously on your end in terms of refinancing, but is she making the payments?
She's making the payments. Okay. Barely. Like sometimes she'll be like, hey, I might be late. And it physically pains me to hear that.
Might be late?
Yeah.
But she's not.
Well, she was late once in the beginning of the financing, and I was pissed.
Why'd you do this?
Because they just convinced me to do it. They were like, oh, no, mom can't do it, so we need you to do it. Like, she asked, and I did it out of the goodness of my heart. Because I thought that she was going to we were under the agreement that she was going to refinance the car later on her own.
She agreed to that.
She agreed.
Oh my gosh.
And she never did it.
Can you get anyone else involved that she at least like parents or something?
No.
That she'll listen
my
to?
mom will
Does
tell
she have
her.
a significant other?
She's married.
Okay.
She's married.
What is their spouse's thoughts on this?
He thinks that she should just continue paying it the way it is because he's not very financially literate at all.
But what about just morals in terms of she agreed upon this?
He thinks that. Well, actually, I don't think he knows that.
Okay, maybe we'll bring it up with him.
But wouldn't that be going over my sister?
She f***ed you.
She did.
I mean, she already lost that privilege.
All he knows is that we owe $9,000. Well,
No. I think you need to talk to him and tell what was agreed upon and what she is doing to you, that it's causing you stress in your life and strain on the relationship, and then see if he can have a conversation with her. He might be the only person that is able to get through to her.
Knowing her, She'd probably be like, I don't care.
It's worth considering. It looks like there's no other path right now, so it's worth considering. And it wasn't like a written down legal agreement that she would
No,
refinance.
it was a verbal agreement at the dealership when we bought it.
Okay, so are you willing to have a conversation with him potentially?
Last month, I did give my brother $2,200 so that he could buy a car.
You're doing it again, though.
No.
What
I co-signed for him.
doing?
I didn't co-sign for him.
Is it?
I gave him this money. This is not my younger brother. This is my older brother. My older brother
Wait. And your younger brother's the one with autism.
My younger brother is the one with autism.
This is your older brother?
My older brother.
What are you? Like the center of just a being milked for money web?
Pretty much.
Okay, I think it's time to be like, this bank is closed, guys.
Pretty much.
So why?
But he didn't know that I was going to do it.
Give me context.
He didn't know I was going to do it.
What do you mean?
He didn't know that
this was a gift?
It was a gift. I did this because okay, growing up, he sacrificed a lot of himself and his life for us. I'm a little bit emotional about it because my mom divorced, obviously, my dad, and we were struggling. And my brother basically took up the father role for us. And it was sorry.
That's okay. Grab a tissue and take your time.
It was a lot of him sacrificing his life for us.
Yeah.
He had the opportunity to go to college and live a good life and be better, but he couldn't because he had to stay behind for us. So I did it because he did a lot for us growing up. And it was like a symbol of
How old is he?
He's about to be 34.
Okay.
And like he was doing a bunch of odd jobs to get money to help support us. And I don't know what my mom did with all that money. She probably spent it all recklessly. That's where I learned this horrible spending. But I did it for him out of the goodness of my heart because I cared about him.
Which I love the heart of it. Life is long and there was so much more opportunity to eventually help. And I want you to be able to help. That's really cool. I'm not against that. But when the plane is going down and the masks drop, you put the oxygen mask on yourself first. And then you put it on the people around you. Because the only way to truly help people is not to put yourself in a worse position where you're not able to help anyone ever again. It's to take care of your not selfishly, but to take care of your and get to where you need to be. And then you're able to give so much more over the longevity of your life. If over the next couple of years you sacrifice and you put that money towards paying down this card by half, the Capital One by half, if you did that and you got out of debt quickly, got a fully funded emergency fund and started contributing to retirement, through the rest of your life, you could have gifted him this 10 times over, as a one-time thing. You could have bought him a brand new car if you really wanted to. This doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
I love the heart of it. I do. I love the heart of it, but it does not make sense. It was the wrong way to go about it.
I did it because he was struggling to get the money.
And where did this money come from?
From my savings account.
Okay, well, no. I have your savings account, and your savings account currently says 0. Sorry, it says about $1,000. I'm sorry. I was mixing it up with another.
No, so I asked my sister to borrow the money from her. I borrowed $1,000 from her. And I paid her. I paid her.
This is so messy. What sister? Is this another sister?
No, I only have one sister.
Oh my gosh.
I paid her already within the month.
I need to have you guys all on here. Everyone says Jerry Springer. I'll turn this into real Jerry Springer. I need to have this whole family on here because you guys are the way you guys do money. This is so complicated and ridiculous.
It comes from...
By the way, I would have been like, you sister, I'll pay you back once you refinance the car.
No, I was pissed. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
Ooh.
I was pissed.
Ooh.
Like, how you asking me for money back when you haven't paid me back and you haven't refinanced your car when I already told you to? And she still hasn't paid me back for the iPhone I bought her when I was 19. Okay. I was pissed.
All right.
Sorry.
Okay.
I was pissed, just like, yeah, I kind of need that money. I said, man, you. And I gave her the money. I said, man, you. You can't let me slide? You can't let me slide after all this time that I've been helping you out? I was pissed.
So the family relationships are great.
Yeah, I love my family. No, not really. It's very strained.
Yeah, I think you need to put up some boundaries, my dude. It's boundary time.
Yeah, it's definitely about. I am working with a therapist to help me with that. But
now, if I'm not mistaken, okay, it's
complicated. It's complicated.
Things just keep coming up. Okay, $389 in a checking account. Not great. Oh, here we go. Checking the box. Getting some hot pot, I think.
Is this my Chase? Is this my Chase?
Yes. Taquitos,
so my Chase, that's my quote unquote leftover money after bills. So that's the one.
You are with me. You are trying to ruin my day.
No.
It's Tuesday. I have so much more this week left. Why do this?
Okay. So what I do for sure, at least this is the minimum thing. The minimum thing. I have that I separate what needs to be paid every month.
Everything needs to be paid.
I know.
The credit cards that you haven't paid off need to be paid. So what the are you talking about?
I know, but it's like, like rent, bills, stuff like that. That's always paid. And then whatever goes into my Chase is like my whatever. I can do whatever.
But you can't do whatever.
I know.
Okay, so you recognize that then?
Yes.
Okay.
But that's what I've been doing.
Taquitos, Amazon, Popeyes, Taquitos, Dairy Queen, Taquitos, Shipley, something Newton, Wendy's.
Oh, that was for school. Newton was for school.
Toasted, Taquitos, Cinemark Theaters. At least go to a real movie theater if you're going to spend money. Selling out money. Who are you selling all this money to? This is insane. Selling out money.
Which, how much?
I don't know, $600, $500, $500, $80, $20.
Wait. If it was it might have been me selling my roommate for rent because it goes through her.
That's how you pay for it.
It might have been that, or it was me paying my sister back the $1,000 that she was at me about, and I was so pissed. I'm still pissed.
Well, you did borrow it from her.
Yes.
You did owe it to her.
Of course, I did owe it to her.
Gosh, don't borrow money to your family, guys. You see what happens? Even if it seems reasonable at the time. Something mattress firm.
That was my mattress. That was the mattress I bought.
I know. I just said we already talked about that. Good. Whoo. Amazon. Uberin. Which, I mean, you have a car that you love, so I don't know why the we're doing that. Zelle, Spotify. We can listen to ads while we're trying to get out of debt. Barnes and Noble. We can go to the bookstore or to the library and trying to get out of debt. George's, Raising Cane's, Panda Express, Chick-fil-A. I mean, you're just going to food that's bad for you anyway. And I want to talk, but either way, still, come on. Gypsy Poet. Uber Eats, great. Rudy's, fantastic, great. It's a mid-barbecue for way too much money. And Raising Cane's.
I love my chicken strips, but not as much as I want to be debt free. So I am hearing you out.
How is your sister even able to give you $1,000 if she's barely making payments on her car loan?
I just asked her if she could, and she said yeah.
Could. So that makes me think that, I mean, you don't know her finances in and out, do you?
No.
So when she's saying that I can barely make it for the car payment, she might be lying. She might just be spending the money on all this fun. If she was able to just give you $1,000 like that.
Well, no. It was just like, I just got paid, so I guess.
Need a nap. $887 ending in another checking account. Yeah, these are the necessary bills, right?
Yeah, the necessary bills.
The necessary bills. Indian
besides the other
Marshall's, stuff. Sonic Drive-In.
I know, I definitely.
Home Good, Chick-fil-A, getting $628 of tickets. The did you get?
I went to see Luke Bryan, and they sold me back for it.
All? How much was yours?
Mine was, it was basically that divided in 3. Oh, it was $200 a ticket, basically.
Still couldn't afford it. And there's more event stuff. Vin Macy's and Home Goods and Whataburger, Nails and Spa, Pan Express. Yeah, the necessary.
Not all
account.
of them.
Not 85% of them. You don't know what the you're doing. Your account's a mess. And our savings went from $2,000 to $956.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the direction we're headed in. So that's just great. Now, I'm a bit confused because, I mean, told beforehand that you got like a big gift from the passing of your uncle.
I did.
I'm not seeing that anywhere.
It's gone.
Ooh, okay, when did you get it? How much was it?
It was about $40,000.
Oh, okay. $40,000 when?
Like last year.
Okay, I'm sorry about your uncle's passing. And that's awesome that he was able to do that and pass that on. Ooh.
I was supposed to go to college with that money, but I ended up using that money to get some repairs done on the house where my brother lives. Because
Whoa. What brother?
My younger brother.
Who rents?
Well, we rent the land, the house, the mobile. It's a trailer. The trailer is ours.
Oh.
It's not the situation that I want to be in.
You gotta stop. I don't. Okay.
I did it because
I might be able to help correct your behavior around your spending, but since it's family involved, I don't think I can actually. The situation might be because I think you are able to be manipulated too much by your family. No, 1 second. To give money. This mobile home, terrible investment. Did you have any?
No, it wasn't.
1 second. Do you have any equity into it?
None of it is mine.
Okay, so that's 1 second. I will let you talk. I want to get a couple pieces of the puzzle. Okay, so who owns the mobile home?
Oh, this goes deep.
Oh,
my uncle owns the mobile home.
Oh, so your mobile homes go down in value. I don't know if you know this.
I do know this.
Okay, so you put money in something that was going down in value that you have no equity position in, that your uncle owns in order to enable your brother who refuses to get a job. Oh, okay. So
I at least wanted to make sure that he was safe. It was
he would figure it out. He can work and get a cheap apartment, dude. You need to stop coddling this adult. He's 3 years into adulthood. He was able to sign up for the military 3 years ago. The dude's able to drink and smoke. He can take care of his life. You gotta stop. You're f***ing your own life here.
I know.
How much of it went into the repairs? How much? I mean, 40,000. What's a mobile home, like $100,000 for?
Dude, I don't even know. That thing's old. My mom
That's
never.
even better to put money into.
My mom never took care of it whenever she was living there, so it became very rundown. Very super rundown. That's why I don't live there anymore.
How much went into the mobile home?
So I paid off the air conditioner that I bought when I was the whole AC system that I bought when I was 18.
Average mobile home in the United States is $124,000, and you put $40,000 into it.
Not all 40.
Okay. How much did you put into it? Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
So some of it. So I know I spent like $8,000 paying off the AC unit I got. And then I used another like 2 or 3 doing the backlog maintenance on my car because I needed new tires and I needed to get that.
Did you have all these loans in?
No, I had.
Did you have the loan?
I had only the car.
The car that you have now?
I had both cars at the time. And then I did pay off all of my credit cards at some point. All of them completely. I paid off my Best Buy card because I also have a Best Buy credit card. I paid it off. I used that to pay off my laptop that I bought for school. So I did pay that off. The full $1,500. I paid it off. And then there was some other family emergency that happened with my mom.
What?
Yeah. So
what? Because now at this point, I can't.
Her car got issues. It was something pretty big.
Like what?
It was something with the camshaft.
Okay,
and
cool.
her car doesn't have warranty.
Okay, so she needed some car stuff?
Yes.
She's an adult human.
Who doesn't work.
Oh, your family, dude.
My family sucks.
They are milking you. You cannot do this anymore. I am so sad and sorry for you.
It sucks.
It does.
Because I look at my and I'm like, dude, I'm not making any progress.
As much sympathy as I have, the only way for it to stop is you saying no.
I know.
That is the only way.
But at this time, I didn't say no because I knew that I had the money because I felt bad. I'm like, how can I do this to her? She's my mom.
So how much was that?
It was like $2,000.
Okay, so what are we up to so far? Like
I don't freaking know.
8,000?
I'm at like 11.
Okay, $11,000. Okay,
And
there's almost 30,000 left.
And some of it was me excessively spending. I took a trip. I had a road trip to Corpus Christi, and I spent about $1,000 there.
You're in Houston?
Yeah.
Corpus Christi is like what, 3 hours away?
No.
4
I
hours?
think it was like 4 or 5.
Okay, well, it's a road trip.
It was a road trip.
Fine.
I wanted to give myself something.
Okay.
But it was, in the long run, it didn't make sense for me to do that.
Well, no. How much did you spend in Corpus Christi?
About $1,000?
It's like an oil refinery. I don't know. What was there to
Dude,
do
I don't know. We went there because my friends wanted to go there. My vote.
Your friends want to go to CC's in Corpus Christi. Yeah.
Dude, I wanted to go to San Antonio. It was or something better.
Either way, I mean, with $30,000, you could have done a lot. But either way, how much did you spend?
I spent. I don't remember that much, but I did I did spend a lot. Like maybe like $1,500.
Okay, so this isn't added up. How do we get through the $40,000?
And then I had an exterminator come to my house because, like I said, well, when I lived there, I had an exterminator come to my house.
You're talking about the mobile home.
The mobile home that my mom let run down for years. I had the exterminator come. That cost me a pretty penny, about $5,000. Wow.
$5,000. Wow.
$5,000.
Well, I knew what it meant. I've just never heard that. Okay, continue, because we still have like at least $20,000 left, and that's being.
Oh yeah. Oh, and then I did pay off all of my credit cards at the time.
And this is why you're not a credit card person, because you pay them off, and since they're open, your behavior just makes you go, built it all back up, and now we're f***ed again. So what was the credit card balance across the board?
The venture?
Across the board.
Across the board, 7.
Okay. Still okay. Okay.
1,000.
What else?
What else? And then the rest was
This is you spending.
Paying all the rent and the bills in the house.
You weren't making money.
Well, I was, but I was paying it all off.
Okay. So I mean, the real answer is you spent half of it on bull.
Probably. Oh, and I put my younger brother through driving school.
So he can drive, but he can't work. Great.
He can drive and he's fully licensed now, but he doesn't want to work still. And
he's a little who needs to get
that f***ing pained me.
Can I get him on the phone right now? Is that too much?
He's probably asleep and he'll probably be pissed.
Wake him up. I don't care if he's pissed. It's up to you. I don't want to pressure you. You say no if you're uncomfortable at all.
I'm not uncomfortable per se, but it's like he'll probably be pissed.
Okay, wake him up.
It's just gonna ruin the whole freaking
wake him up.
The whole episode.
Well, I don't think so. I want to tell this guy to get his shit together.
I'm scared.
Well, again, we do not have to do it if you do not want to do it.
Okay, maybe not.
Okay, yeah, totally good. Okay. But at some point, you need to have a conversation with him. And the conversation is going to be hard. If you want me involved in any way, I don't know if he won't like respect or listen to me, and that's fine. But if you need like that translator in the middle so you don't have to deal with all the bullshit, I'm happy to help. I also need you to go to therapy.
I'm going to therapy. And I'm going to also see soon a psychologist for my depression.
How long have you been in therapy?
I've been in therapy for a few months.
Okay. So have you brought up the family relationships?
Yeah, it's really tough.
Okay, cool. So they're helping you navigate that? Because that's going to be the most important thing. That's what I want you to work on.
I'm struggling a lot with the setting boundaries.
Yes.
Very obviously.
Very clearly. Your spending categories so far: debt payments last month net $362 or 3.8%. Housing across the board for everything: $1,375.58 or 14.6% of your spending. $156.85 went to phone or 1.7%. Switch to helium. It's $20 a month. Why are you spending that much on phone?
Oh,
it's crazy.
How much was it?
We got $156.85.
Oh, that was because I was still financing quote unquote my phone. Yeah, I just paid it off.
Switch to helium. $20 a month.
Okay.
$2,568.61 for transportation, or 27.3% of your spending. Necessary food, groceries, which I don't. Well, some of this went to your brother, didn't it? Because you're supporting your younger brother.
Groceries, man. He always asks for so much all the time.
Oh, I call him so bad. Oh, you have no idea. $747.68 or 7.9% of your spending. Food going out to eat, $855.91 or 9.1% of your spending. Mind you, that's almost $900, and we talked about income coming in was $2,760. Yeah, we see where this is going real quick, don't we? Unknown shopping, typically Amazon, Target, Walmart, and now we know that's bull. mostly, except for the sheets, which was like $100. So, but $810.47.
No, I mean, I did finish my whole apartment.
You did not need to. Oh my gosh. Our culture around money is insane. 8.6%, and medical healthcare 0.3%. Maybe that's therapy subscriptions 0.2%, and $1,406.48 went to miscellaneous, stopping and swiping that card and terrible crap 11.1%, and $1,442.41 or 15.3% went to other large purchases. Other large purchases consist of zelling out money, mostly the Newton thing and the mattress firm.
The Newton was for school. I did also need the mattress because my old mattress was garbage. And what was the other? And the zelling is usually probably me paying my roommate rent.
Okay. All right. So we can create the budget. And to be clear, with you going to school, you're working 40 hours a week to make the $2,760.
Yes. Yeah, but right now, like, I'm on a break from work because I needed some time to myself to process everything that's been going on. Because I've been struggling. I've been struggling with my mental health and knowing that all this that I'm.
Your mental health's gonna be worse, buddy.
But I'm still using paid time off.
Okay, paid time off. How much time did you accumulate?
I had about like 5 weeks, and I've been off for 3 weeks now, and I'm going back on the 1st. I have 5 weeks.
So you're gonna drain most of your paid time off. So you've been getting paid.
Yes.
Okay, so you drain about 4 weeks of the 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of sucks. Are they lenient about being sick?
Yeah.
That doesn't go. Or do you have sick days?
Yeah.
How many?
That was like 1 week. It was included in the 5 weeks I told you about.
Oh, so what happens if you get sick now?
Well, I'll just be sick at work.
No, because then you get customers sick, and that's rude. That's you being
I'll put on a mask, or I'll just use the rest of my paid time off. I don't get sick that often.
Yeah, but that's not how the world works. You just might get the flu, dude. You don't know that. You're taking all this time. Has it worked?
It has.
How so?
Well, at least it alleviates the pressure that I've had from work, and I've been able to focus on school.
And how is school going?
Now a little bit better, but before, not that good.
What's before?
Before I was...
No. What is before? What do you mean by before? What's the timeline for before?
Like before in the beginning of the semester, because I had
semester?
Yeah, the semester.
Oh.
I was struggling a little bit in the beginning with moving and having like all these conversations with my brother and him giving me pushback. And then I'm seeing all these bills rack up. I'm like, I just need some time. Because honestly, I was genuinely thinking about ending it all. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, I'm glad you didn't. And I've just realized at this point, I mean, I will make you a budget so you can take it and you're going to go through the budgeting program. It's the best that can be found anywhere. You're going to take that and it's going to help you build out a concrete budget and follow it. There's a lot of education for you to learn. That's not the main thing. That's family relationship, mental health stuff, all that stuff. If you don't deal with that, there's no point of this. So I'm going to create the budget and we're going to send you on your way and we're going to connect you with any resources you request. But this family relationships, I'm not a family counselor.
No.
You're going to need almost an intermarriage. I can't say words. You're going to need someone there to help. You're going to need someone to walk you through this process. But if you continue down this path of allowing them to milk you, if you go back to working 40 hours a week and you get back into a spiral and you can no longer do your grades and you're just how are you paying for school?
Right now I'm getting a Pell Grant.
Okay, then you're just going to be wasting your Pell Grant because you're going to have to retake classes because you'll flunk out of classes. And it's a mess right now. It's a mess. I can help with the finances. But if we don't deal with the that is impacting all of it, which right now is mostly family, then we're done. I don't know, but the thing is it might be worth working 20 hours a week so you can focus more on school. But if you do, the way you're spending, it doesn't correlate at all. And then you helping half of your needs is going to supporting your brother. So it's who's just a little who refuses to grow up.
A bum?
Yeah, a bum who I wish I could talk to. But again, it's okay. It's okay. You said no. I'm just like, I'm itching for it. People like him need to be just yelled at.
I agree.
Can you get him on the show?
No, probably not.
Why?
He'll probably argue with me the whole time.
About coming on the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of toxicity in my family.
You need to stop supporting. So I'm going to make you the budget, but you're going to have to deal with this. And we'll connect you to resources and people that you request, if you request, and we'll help there. But, I mean, people get upset if I don't make a budget, so.
It's okay. That's what I really wanted help with.
Yeah, but guess what, buddy? It's not going to include you supporting your family.
It's without me supporting him.
Yes, this budget is not going to include you supporting your family because it doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's just him.
Yes, on an ongoing basis, it is just him. But you drained your savings last month. You borrowed from your family. You f***ed the inheritance you got with your mom. So no more helping with the family, and I'm not including that in the budget. Okay. Again, the income that came in through the payroll. You got tax refund. Wait, why'd you get a tuition refund?
Because I had leftover money after the whatchamacallit. After whatever, paying my classes. No, I paid it out of pocket first, and then they refunded me. Because I wasn't completely sure that I was going to get Pell Grant this semester. Okay. So I paid it out of pocket because I was worried because it didn't stay on my my online portal, whatever. So I paid it.
I have a number that's going to blow your mind.
What?
Total money that came in through payroll was $2,760. Total money that went out, this includes that you're accumulating on debt, $9,416. When we went through the pie chart, that's what went out. Total income, and is this even real? Because you might need to cut hours, because I don't know how you're balancing all this. $2,760.49. Wonderful. What's your rent and only your rent?
My rent is about $800. $800, but they usually include a little bit of fees, so I'm going to say like $850.
Well, do those fees cover utilities?
It covers the water, and it covers like some other little stuff.
So $850 for utilities. What about internet?
Internet, I pay about $55 for my apartment.
Gas and electric?
No.
Okay.
So no, electric. Electric. Last month I paid like $30 or $40.
Okay. I'm gonna say $35. So $35 for electric, $50 for fees, $55 for the internet. What's your what?
Nothing.
What's your phone bill
my phone bill with my phone and my mom's phone is the $100.
Cancel that. She has to get on her own. Cancel that. Will you switch to? Sorry.
I'll switch.
You'll switch.
I'll switch.
Okay. $20 a month. They use the same towers as everyone else. Helium. You'll switch, so I can put $20 a month, and you'll cut her off.
I'll switch.
You'll cut her off.
Yep.
Good. I'm so happy to hear that because you own your phone now outright.
Yeah.
Good.
And
Perfect.
she owns her phone outright. I paid her.
Perfect. She's an adult. She can figure it out. How old is she?
My mom?
Yeah.
My mom is 53 years old.
I hope you're watching this. Grow the f up. What's your car insurance?
My car insurance, I paid it off for these 6 months.
Okay, when's the next 6 months?
In May. And it would run me about $2,700.
Well, May's coming in like a second.
No, wait. 6/26. June.
Huh?
June.
Okay, how much is it a quarter?
Probably like $2,700.
Okay, expensive. $450 a month.
Because I'm 23.
Mine was not that expensive, and I was in the highest car insurance expense state at that time.
I don't know.
Okay. And your total debt payments, not including your sister's.
No, I already paid her.
No, I meant not including her car.
Oh.
$584. Groceries. Congratulations. You're not supporting your brother in this endeavor anymore.
Yay.
You are doing $300 for yourself. We have a meal plan and everything that helps in the budgeting program that you're going to go through.
Oh.
$100 for the toilet paper fund. That's anything else you need to survive. Anything else you need to survive. Sometimes that might be getting a couple pillowcases for your new thing. It changes on a month-to-month basis.
Yeah.
How much is your therapy out of pocket?
I pay $15 per session.
And you go once a week?
Right now I've been going once a week.
It's okay. $60. Do you go to the gym?
No.
Do you have anything else medical?
Not that I know of.
Giving you $0 for subscriptions makes no sense. Don't do it. Anything else in your life that you have to take care of that is not enabling family currently that I'm assuming?
No, I don't think so. That's it.
Okay. You technically have room when you don't support your family. It's not much, but you do have room. 2,454. Cut them off immediately. You have $306 left. This is if you don't cut any hours, which I don't know if that's possible.
What? That I don't cut any hours?
This is if you don't cut any hours.
Well, yeah.
And you're taking time off right now because you just can't handle it. And your grades are tanking so I don't know if you're able to continue this income fully.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I mean, I'm still planning on working. I have no choice. I still have to work.
You have no choice, but right now you're taking time off because you can't work.
Yes.
Okay. So with the extra, you have nothing in savings. You have $1,000 in savings.
Yes.
I mean, even to get to a 1 month emergency fund is going to take like 6 months. That's ridiculous. Sorry, that's your income. What you need to no, that is what you need to survive. So yeah, 6 months. Okay, and then to pay off all your debt. Besides the car, we're doing minimum monthly payment on that, but we're paying off the credit cards. 7 years might be optimistic for a house if we're continuing it like this, I'll be honest. It's okay. But if you do get your degree, which I need you to focus on getting a degree, but I don't know if you can with the work and all this stuff, and it's either way, then higher income career, and then yay, it'll accelerate things. And you need to start catching up. You need to start investing. You need to contribute to, open up a Fidelity account for your Roth IRA, just some index funds and stuff in Moo. There's so many options.
Pretty sure I do have a Fidelity, but I don't know how to use it.
Right. Great.
I got $70 in there. That's all I got.
Proud. Then it takes 6 months to get a 1 month emergency fund. A year and a half to get a fully funded emergency fund. An additional 1.5 years to fully pay off the cards. So, what is it? 3.5 to 4 years, and that's if you don't cut any hours. 3.5 to 4 years. So that's where it's like, yeah, you got to cut. First, cutting them off is not an option. Like, I mean, no, not cutting them off is not an option. You cut them off today. It's not a thing. Again, if you need help, let me know. You don't get to have any fun spending. Any. It takes that long, 4 years, without any fun spending. Doesn't make sense, and your hours might be getting cut. Will your Pell Grant run out?
No, I don't think so. I literally just started using it. I'm only used the Pell Grant for like this past semester. That's it.
How much school do you have left?
So I have like a year for my associates and the other 2 for my bachelor's. So 3.
This is good enough. You've just dug yourself such a deep hole. Let this be a learning example to everyone out there. More than anything.
Say no to your family. Say no.
And
because they're gonna use you.
Credit cards if you're not a credit card person. Don't spend money that you don't have.
And plug your SoFi, please.
Your
SoFi. You want to plug your SoFi?
Oh, I love SoFi, but they probably saw an ad spot for it already.
Oh. I was excited.
I wish you had money to put in yours, but you don't. You will. Most important thing right now, none of this is possible if you don't cut those ties, and you need to figure that out. After that, I mean, you technically can do this. It'll just take a bit, but it's going to be hard. But if you grind away and if you follow this budget and if you find ways to increase your income, especially after graduation, you'll be able to get to a pretty good point. You're 23 right now. So let's just say it takes 4 years. And by that point, you will have graduated college. And your income will hopefully will be getting you like double the income, which would be incredible. Maybe not right out of the gate, but you'll be able to work up to that level. So 27. Yeah, 27, and you're doing well. You have a fully funded emergency fund, no bad debt. That's pretty good. I'd say by maybe your mid 30s, we're starting to get to a place where your retirement account's starting to build slightly, and you might be able to save up enough for like 10% down on a house, potentially, by mid 30s. So maybe a decade from now. That's not the end of the world. Mid 30s is not the end of the world.
No, it's not. But I thought it would be sooner. But it definitely.
Tortoise, dude. Tortoise. We're going slow and steady, and you'll get to the end successfully. People try to rush into things. That's how you get onto the guru side of TikTok and you your credit cards. We just can't do that anymore. You need to close your cards. I've given you so much to do, and I need you to focus on that. Most importantly, get the family separation, pay off this debt, never spend a single cent on your credit cards, close the accounts, focus on school, try to not cut hours and cut the minimal hours you can if you need to. Focus on the mental health part. Pay off this debt, 4 years, fully funded emergency fund, get the degree, focus in, start building up 20% to your investments. Anything that you want to contribute to a down payment on a home, you need to take from your funds, which will be about 30% at that time. Live within your means. We'll talk then. It's a long time from now, but that's okay because it's worth it. 4 years will fly by. 4 years will fly by. It's been almost 4 years since you got onto your sister's car, and that probably went pretty quick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 years will fly by, so sacrifice now. Sacrifice now. Let's get your Hammer financial score. Make sure to stick around for the post show. It's going to be fun. We'll talk about my accidental assumption of Noah. I legitimately thought that, so I feel really bad. I'm sorry. Love you, Noah. Spending in a budget, obviously, it's ridiculous. I mean, $9,000 is crazy. 0 out of 10. Debt, not the worst debt, but getting on your sister's thing, that's irresponsible. And that one credit card's almost maxed out. Certainly not the best, but I will give it a 2 out of 10 emergency fund. There's $1,000, so 1 out of 10 retirement. Nothing 0 out of 10. Real estate, nothing 0 out of 10. You're going to be Hammer financial score 0.5 out of 10. Make sure to check out all the resources linked in the description below. They are what I use or would use in specific situations, including the best budgeting program in the history of the internet. Now stick around for the post show. Today on the Financial Audit Post Show.
He said, and I quote, "And if something happens to your car and your tire goes flat, you have no one to help you and your support system is not even there." I don't know what he's talking about. And what's worse is
This is manipulation. This is like gross.
To watch the Financial Audit Post Show, click the join button below.